Good morning. This is George Kachuk with RCM Wealth Advisors reporting you from the CME Group trading floor in Chicago. Here we are the second week of January, and the equity markets continue to be very choppy. However, last Thursday we did have a very strong day to the upside, when the indexes rose about 1.8% and greater volume, indicating to us that there still is institutional money willing to come into this market and buy up on the lows. So it's still to be seen. It's a little bit cautious. We'll wait to see what kind of follow through we get this week. And of course, earnings season starts this week, so we'll see what companies report, and that may give the market some direction. We continue to see strength in the same sectors I've talked about, basically the security software sector, the biotechs, the retail restaurant sector, the semi-conductors, the transportation, specifically airlines. So those are the areas of strength in the market we're seeing right now. And also another sector that's moving up very well, kind of quietly, are the home builders. We had home builders like Pulte, that's PHM, break out last week to new high. Same with DR Horton, that's symbol DHI, that also broke out to a new high. And of course, you look at the ETFs that represent these home builders like the ITB or the XHB, those also are just coming out of a consolidation. So one of the stocks I want to talk about today is Lennar Homes, the symbol is LEN. It's doing very well, and it's approaching a $48.10 buy point. Basically, it's been consolidating since about June of 13, moving sideways and now moving up, and it's just below that buy point, and we're looking to see if we can take it out on higher volume. Now, the reason we like it, Lennar has shown some really good earnings over the last few years. Basically, its 3-year average earnings per share is about 115%. The last 3-quarter average of earnings is about 78%. And about the last 3-year sales growth rate is at 37%. And over the last, say, 8 quarters or so, the revenues keep coming in anywhere between about 26 to 53%. So it's a very solid company. It's got some good growth, and it looks like the whole index wants to move. Analysts expect for 2014 earnings to grow 47%, and for 2015 to grow about 21%. Now, Lennar reports on Thursday, so that'll let us know which way the stock's going to go. So again, if you want to try this stock, look for that 48.10 buy point, see if it can cross this area on greater volume than average, probably about a 40% increase, and that stock may be in play. Now, if you don't want to pick a specific name in the home building sector, you can just play the ETFs. And there's 2 of them, as I mentioned earlier. It's the ITB, and that's a little bit more concentrated strictly in the home builders, meaning about 40 to 50% of the holdings are in stocks like DR Horton, Toll Brothers, Lennar, NVR, Pulte. Or if you want to play a more broad sector, anything related to building, like you can look at the XHB, and that has stocks like Lumber Liquidators in there, Whirlpool, anything you can imagine is related to home building. Now the theme does look like it's in play. We saw Acuity Brands, building products, break out last week also into new high. We also saw Boise Cascade, symbol BCC, also breaking out to a new high. So we have this theme that pretty much coming off the bottom. This may be a new sector that's moving and might be ripe to get into. So as always, let price and volume be your guide. Check with your financial advisor if this trades for you. And this is George Kachuk with RCM Wealth Advisors reporting to you from the CME Group trading floor in Chicago. Good luck trading.